Number 16, time management skills. This is huge, especially for people who work from home. This is huge. Time management skills. Because, you know, if you don't get up to 10 or 11, and then next thing you know, it's 2 or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and you try to do some work from 5 to 9, but then you're doing this and that and watching TV and all this stuff. You got to have superior time management skills. Time is money. Spend it wisely. Time is money. Seriously, you learn that in sales and in business. What time is something that you don't get back. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week. Time is something that you cannot get back. So invest it and spend it wisely. Don't waste major time on minor people as well. Eliminate distractions. You have a lot of people who call you and complain and always in a bad mood and whine, and they want to talk about other people, stuff like that, and just absorb your time, suck up your energy, things like this. You got to cut those people loose, get rid of that. You find you'll have more time, you'll be in a better mood, your blood pressure will go down. There's an old saying, if you can't change the people around you, then change the people around you. Okay, because your average income, also, when you study entrepreneurship and social behavior, things like this, your average income is probably the average of what your annual income is probably the average of what your 5 closest friends make. So if you want to make more money, you may have to get yourself some new friends, because the conversation is also different when you deal with a different type of person, and they're dealing with entrepreneurship and they're into business and politics and learning, things like this. The conversation is different, and you're going to benefit more from that conversation as opposed to people that just want to sit up and complain and talk about other people, etc. Reduce your television consumption. Don't waste major time on minor people. Eliminate distractions, and learn about the 80-20 rule of time management, because we learn about this in sales. Okay, when you read The 1 Minute Salesperson by Ken Blanchard, when you read books on sales by like Tom Hopkins, who was a real estate mogul and one of the sales gurus for decades, Tom Hopkins and Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, even people like Les Brown, because I listened to some of Les Brown stuff also when I was in sales. The 80-20 rule applies to sales, but it also applies to time management and business management. Entrepreneurs don't realize the same 80-20 principle, the adage that 20% of customers equals 80% of sales. In your business, you'll probably find that about 20% of your customers generate 80% of your sales. Those are your golden customers. Those are the customers you really want to focus on, take care of, make sure that they're taken care of, make sure that they don't leave you to go to a competitor. The adage that 20% of customers equal 80% of sales applies to every dimension of business, and that includes time management. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs are extremely prone to rationalize, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Then we spend 6 hours trying to extract the virus from our computer or fix a leaky faucet or do something that you could have paid somebody much less to do. And you're as an entrepreneur, and if you're in sales, your most valuable asset is your time. Time is money. We don't have time to waste. Okay. So you want to develop these time management skills also. Sure, we may be competent to do a little job or something like that, but you end up spending, end up being penny wise and pound foolish. That old saying, penny wise and pound foolish. Okay. Our number one job is getting and keeping customers. And we may waste a whole lot of time on something that we could have just paid somebody a fraction of the cost to do. In doing that job that takes up a lot of time and generates a whole lot less revenue, takes us away from our number one job of getting and keeping customers. So the 80-20 rule applies here as well. So entrepreneur.com, and I used to read entrepreneur.com years ago. Also, blackenterprise.com is fantastic. They don't have the magazine anymore, but blackenterprise.com. I read articles at blackenterprise.com also. Entrepreneur.com has this article, the 80-20 rule of time management. Stop wasting your time. Entrepreneur.com, the 80-20 rule of time management. So you can check that out. It's about that's about 4 pages. That's about 4 pages. They have 17 time management tips from top entrepreneurs. That's an entrepreneur. I'm sorry, no. I'm looking at monster.com. Entrepreneur.com has this also. They have a document there as well. The 80-20 rule of time management. Stop wasting your time. Okay. Number 17 deals with networking. And, I've learned a lot from George Fraser, who wrote the book Success Runs in Our Race and Race for Success and Click. I know George Fraser. We've spoken at different events together. But George Fraser is a master networker, and I read his book when it came out back in the 90s. But networking is extremely important, and business is about the business of relationships. Business is about the business of relationships. Your network has value. The people who are in your circle has value. Your income is your annual income is probably the average of what your 5 closest friends make, because that deals with your conversation, what you all are talking about. Okay. Join professional organizations that deal with your industry. Black Chambers of Commerce, attend Black Expos. You may be a vendor at Black Expos as well. This is a way to gain additional exposure, but also gain customers. And then also cooperative economic organizations. We talked about the co-ops and cooperative economics. Read Dr. Jessica Gordon Nimhard's book, Collective Courage. Collective Courage. I have the book here because it deals with our deep, rich history when it comes to the co-ops and cooperative economics. Everything from the Free African Society of 1787, the Black Farmers Union, the Colored Farmers Union, 1886 in Texas. This book right here, Collective Courage, A History of African American Cooperative Economic Thought and Practice. This documents our deep, rich history of the cooperatives, of cooperative economics and different types of organizations that we had, even during slavery, okay, that allowed us to prosper economically, help one another, where you deal with mutual aid organizations like the Free African Society, created by Richard Allen and Absalom Jones in 1787 in Philadelphia. And they were helping raise money to bury people and providing different types of health services, et cetera, opening up schools, things like this. We were pulling our resources together to buy one another out of slavery. These are the type of co-ops that we had. But we also had co-ops dealing with businesses, like the Colored Merchants Association as well in 1928, 1929. Okay, so these are, hopefully you learned a lot here. Hopefully this helped you. Entrepreneurs and prospective entrepreneurs. You can advertise with the African History Network also. Email us at ahnshow@africanhistorynetwork.com. Our current promotion is buy 1 month, get 2 months free. We take your 30-second and 60-second video commercial and audio commercial. We put into the rebroadcast of our shows. We broadcast here on our social media platforms, but also our shows and my broadcasts are on 10 different audio podcast platforms: Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, FM Player, TuneIn, Blog Talk Radio, Stitcher, Castbox, and we reach thousands of people on a daily basis. We take your commercial, put into our broadcast, so you can reach prospective customers and clients. If you don't have a commercial, email us and we can create one for you, no additional charge. If you have one, just make sure it does not contain copywritten music, okay, so it doesn't get flagged, doesn't get taken down. things like that. Okay. So our current promotion is buy 1 month, get 2 months free. Buy 1 month, get 2 months free. So we have this is going on for a limited time only. So we can get you up and running today. And we'll also put your information on our Facebook fan page, the African History Network. The African History Network also will have 1 million followers as well. So we have different ways, low cost ways to help you reach prospective clients. And regardless of what type of business you may have a brick and mortar store. We reach people across the country and internationally also. You may have a brick and mortar store. You may have an e-commerce store. You may sell African cultural products or may target the African American community. You may have health and beauty products, skin products, etc. Clothing, shoes, African garb, books, self-help books. You may be a book author. You may have a bookstore, a brick and mortar store, e-commerce. You may deal with African history, African American history, the African American experience, fiction books. You may provide educational services. Okay. You may have a homeschooling network. You may have your own school. It can be a physical school. It can be virtual. You may sell curriculums, classes on finance. There may be an event that you're promoting. Okay. A conference, a seminar, workshop. It may be a Juneteenth event, something like that. You may sell African jewelry. You may have a fitness website. You may be a personal trainer. There may be some fitness gear that you sell, or you may have healthy food, etc. Email us at ahnshow@africanhistorynetwork.com, and we'll let you know how you can advertise with the African History Network, and we can get you up and running. We can get you started today. Okay, this is going on for limited time only. All right, so some sources you can check out for the information that I shared with you for today's presentation. We have NBC News and CNBC, why Black-owned businesses are struggling to stay afloat. Okay, this is from February 2021. Secondly, from the network journal, TNJ.com, why do Black-owned businesses fail? This is from July 9th, 2021. Harvard's Business School, hbs.edu, cash flow versus profit. What's the difference? Cash flow versus profit. What's the difference? The Small Business Administration, SBA.gov, they have some information. They have a document. I think it's like 20-something pages, 22 pages. Time management for a small business. Time management for a small business at SBA.gov, Small Business Administration. And then also 17 time management tips from top entrepreneurs. That's at monster.com, the recruiting website, the job website, monster.com. 17 time management tips from top entrepreneurs. All right, so hopefully this information helped you. And be sure to follow us here. Give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, give us a like on this broadcast. Follow the African History Network on Facebook. Turn on live notifications so you know when we go live. Follow us on YouTube at Michael Imhotep, IMHOTEP. Turn on live notifications so you know when we go live. Also, if you like this type of information and you want to support the African History Network, $, the AHN Show through Cash App. $, the AHN Show through Cash App, also through PayPal. PayPal.me/the AHN Show. So just keep doing the research, stay on the air, keep broadcasting, doing the African History Network show, doing our research, etc. And on Saturdays and Sundays, I teach online history classes for those that want to learn more about history. Saturdays, it's Ancient Kemet, the Moors, and the Ma'afa, understanding the transatlantic slave trade, what they didn't teach you in school. And that class is on sale, $80, regularly $130. Ancient Kemet, the Moors, and the Ma'afa, understanding the transatlantic slave trade, what they didn't teach you in school. That's a 10-week online class that I teach. We deal with thousands of years of history and what leads up to the transatlantic slave trade taking place. And then on, we do the sessions live. All the sessions are archived and recorded. You can go back and watch it anytime. Then on Sundays, I teach from the Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement of Black Power, 1865 to 1968. Okay, so we look at history starting in 1803 with the Louisiana Purchase and the Haitian Revolution, and we go through and look at history chronologically and look at what leads up to the Civil War happening and the Reconstruction era, 1865, 1877, Civil War movement, Civil Rights movement, Black Power movement, World War I, World War II, Great Migration. Okay, so we go through, look at all that as well. All right, so that is those are 2 online classes I teach. And if you've taken any of my online classes in the past, email me at ahnshow@africanhistorynetwork.com. You get a 50% discount as well. We have a bundle, course bundle. You'll get a 50% discount if you've taken any of my online classes in the past. All right. Okay, look, so African American business owners, post the name of your business here on the thread of the broadcast. Email us at ahnshow@africanhistorynetwork.com. We'll let you know how you can advertise with the African History Network as well. And we have limited space. Current promotion is buy 1 month, get 2 months free. So if we have to get out of here, hopefully you learned a lot from this broadcast. Hopefully this helped you. Remember, right now is correct wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. Wakanda forever. And we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
IDO Network International, in collaboration with STL Black Woman, DACA, and ACTA, present the Royal Pilgrimage to the Americas, August 24th through the 28th. The African kings and queens are coming to you for business, networking, and sharing of Pan-African ideals. The venue will be the illustrious En Garde Arts Hotel in St. Louis, Missouri. A royal cultural experience and exhibitions, trade and investment opportunities in Africa, the Caribbean, and the Americas. A Royal Pan-African Summit hosting keynote speakers, and a red carpet banquet. Come and witness an African royal coronation ceremony. Register at www.idonetwork.org to book your ticket to wine and dine with African royalty. Vendor opportunities available. Get face-to-face with the royals who own the land and resources for business. Contact DACA for deal room information at 602-730-4572.
STEM Forward, helping our community find their place in the emerging fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Join us for our monthly live stream on our website, stemforwardedu.org. Watch, subscribe, share. Also join our mailing list to stay up to date with STEM resources and opportunities. STEM Forward, the future is now. Watch, subscribe, share.
The work that I do is larger than the fashion industry. It's larger than the art world. And I believe that I was born to bring newness into this world. I'm Kaima McIntyre. I'm 24 years old and I'm an artist. I create everything from paintings to jewelry design, metaphysical jewelry to be specific, and fashion design. The only reason why my prom dress went viral is because people needed it. Within a few days of going viral, Notori Naughton reached out to me and she's like, I saw your dress, can you make me a dress? I was equally as shocked to be asked by a celebrity to design their dress at the age of 17. That's just one person, and the list just continues to go on to Janet Jackson, to Tyra Banks. It really hits home. That means that the discussion is happening on the grounds in real time.
Abundant Capital Group is a real estate investment company with over 20 years of experience in real estate. They specialize in 2 areas of real estate. 1, they solve real estate problems with creative financing solutions that give the seller the most money for their property. And 2, they show individuals how to get a higher rate of return on their investment capital with real estate note investing. If you are looking to sell or need to sell your property, here is what they provide. Market value offer, even if you have little or no equity. They typically pay all closing costs, which can be thousands of dollars. They close on a date of the seller's choosing, and the seller does not have to be out of the house at the time of closing. They take the property in an as-is condition, and the seller is not required to make any repairs. Give them a call or email them today for a free consultation and see how they can help you with your real estate needs. Call them at 973-475-8488. That's 973-475-8488. Visit their website, abundantcapitalgroup.com. That's abundantcapitalgroup.com. And email them at acg@abundantcapitalgroup.com. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Abundant Capital Group. Jeanette Davis is a well-established author with 6 published books. Black Survival in White America from Past History to the Next Century was published in 1995, and it delves into the history of African Americans before slavery up to contemporary times. The Great Divide Between Blacks and Whites was released in 2008, and her autobiography, Black Just Like My Mama, was published in 2010. Soulful Journey, The Business of Beings, was released in December 2021, and her 2 latest books, Echoes from the Heart, Love Throws Poetry, and Master Being Human, were both published in January of 2022. Jeanette Davis' writings delve deeply into the psyche of Black people from ancient to contemporary times. She cuts no corners and leaves no stones unturned in relating truth, letting the chips fall where they may on both African and European doorsteps. Order Jeanette Davis's books today at Amazon.com. Search for Jeanette Davis and get to know her work today.
What does self-care mean to you? To us, it's an opportunity to reconnect with nature. A chance to create something remarkable. At Sage and Elm Apothecary, our handcrafted skincare and household products immerse you in Earth's sweetest nectar, connecting you to nature in a way you never imagined. See for yourself and visit us at sageandelmapothecary.com.